about noon. I'm driving to Kings Canyon, which is right next door. So that was about 45 minutes from the campsite to the intersection. And you just turn right. It's starting to rain a little, which is good. I'll get all these bugs off my window. So I'm just gonna do a few short hikes, check out the visitor center, and I think I'm gonna chill for the day. I think that's it for national parks. Tomorrow is Yosemite, so I'm gonna leave super early, got a 3-hour drive, and I don't think I'm gonna stay near Yosemite. I think I'm gonna head up to Lassen Volcanic. I don't want to, I have a 5.5-hour drive to Lassen Volcanic, so I think once I'm done with Yosemite, I'm just going to get on the road and get as far north as I can, and hopefully there's a truck stop or some rest area that I can stay at. I didn't find anything in Yosemite for camping, but like I said, I don't really want to be stuck down there. I'd rather just kind of get out because it is going to be a lot busier and everything is booked. There are some first come first served camping, but I think I'm just going to do a couple of the really great hikes and then just get on the road. So yeah. This is the lodge and gift shop, so I'm going to pop in here quickly. It's very, very busy. Very different than Sequoia. But yeah, I'm just going to go over. There's also a visitor center, so I'm going to go in there too. See if I can get something to eat. I'm kind of peckish. Would like some real food, or at least buy something I can add hot water to. So I found parking right away, and I can't actually go to my campsite yet until maybe 2. Maybe noon. I think noon. I think checkout is at noon and check-in is at noon. So I've got 30 minutes. So yeah, let's go check this out. This is cool. There wasn't really anything in terms of visitor centers in Sequoia. Everything was shut near the campsite. So this looks a little bit more packed and busy. It's getting cold and I think it's going to rain, which is fine. I did the big one I wanted to do. Okay, the t-shirt I wanted, they didn't have a medium. They only had large and small, so they weren't going to work. So let me go in this gift shop over here. Okay, more choices. Okay, so they just have takeout, so I'm just gonna go to my campsite. So let me do that. It is busy and everyone seems confused, so it's getting cold. I think it's colder on this side than it was in Sequoia, and literally they're right next door. All right, let me get out of this debacle and go find my campsite. Okay, I feel like this is a clusterfuck. I'm gonna go to the market because I need to get some hot food. And then I'm going to chill at my campsite as long as nobody's there. So I still have 10 more minutes before they have to be out. And yeah, get out of my campsite. Okay, market. Food. All right, this is better. Okay, definitely not as pretty as Sequoia, but it's fine. It's overcast and it's kind of drab. And I'm in number 42, wherever that one is. No idea. Yeah, I was definitely spoiled last night. So this is my campsite, number 42. So there's no one else down here. There's probably someone at the end. It's not very level, so I think I'll pull forward a little bit more. But yeah, that's it. So I've got some neighbors and they're setting up their food. And they've got a lot of food or they're leaving. Are you guys coming or going? Oh, you are? Was it fun? Yeah. Looks like it's getting colder, so. What's that? Oh, really? Yeah. Okay, so I'm right here at noon, so I'll probably get other people. So it's Bear Locker and this area here, and I'm right near the General Grant, so there's also a fire pit. And there are fire pits right there, so that's fine. This is cool. This works. Looks like someone backed into these things. I'm gonna make a cup of tea. I'm cold. So I'm gonna make a cup of tea and just relax for a little bit. I'm in no hurry to go do anything here because I'm here till tomorrow morning. Although I'm half tempted just to drive to Yosemite, but this is fine. I'm in the quiet end. And you can see on the maps, when you go to recreation.gov, you can actually see on the maps where to park. So I am gonna pull forward. That way I'm just a little bit further away from the fires. Pull forward a little bit more so I'm a little bit more level. So I kept seeing people walking and they said it's the General Grant Trail. So I'm just gonna go down the side of my campsite and go do a hike. I'm gonna explore a little bit. I do have a national, look at this mess right here. Oh my God, I had 3 cups of tea. So I do have a national park book that I got because I'm old school. And I'm going to read about Kings Canyon. It's only noon, so I'm going to see if there's something else I can do a little bit later this afternoon. But I think I'm going to relax, read the book. I don't have any Wi-Fi, I didn't download any videos. I don't have enough power to work on my computer because there's no sun. I only have about 60% on the Bouge RV and probably about 80% on the Jackery, but I need that for the fridge. So the fridge is turned off. I turned it off for a couple hours. I think it's good for like 8 hours turned off. Yeah, there's a lot of people walking down there. It may rain a little bit later. It is like really crazy how different these two national parks are, and they're only like 30 minutes from each other. Sequoia definitely has a really cool like magical vibe and everything. Kings Canyon, it's a little bit shit. I mean, I get it for conservation and stuff, but I don't know if this is like the Overflow National Park where people stay here because they can't stay in Sequoia. But that Sequoia campground in the other video, the previous video to this, was phenomenal. That was one of my favorite campgrounds. Everyone was really cool. And yeah, so yeah, I think tomorrow I'm gonna go to bed super early tonight. Hopefully I've got quiet neighbors. I don't really care, I can't really hear anything anyway, but no running stream or bubbling brook or anything, no waterfalls on this side. So I think Kings Canyon, it's because of the trees. The trees are different. I don't know, I have to read up about it. I'll read the book. But basically tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. I'm gonna leave at 5 and go to Yosemite right away. So I go through Fresno. I need to get an oil change. So it's gonna be Monday. So if I can get to like a Take 5 or a Valvoline, preferably Take 5 in Fresno, like at 7 a.m. I can get my oil change. I'm not gonna rotate the tires. I'm gonna do it at 5,000 miles, not 3,000, because they are brand new tires on the back. So I'd rather have those still on there and not rotate the front tires. So yeah, so tomorrow will be a quick housekeeping day, get the oil change, because I'm a couple hundred miles over the oil change and I do need to make sure that's continued, you know, whatever. But yeah, I'm actually tired. Yesterday was a really long day, 12 hours of driving, a hike. This morning was fantastic, and now I'm at a different national park. So at least I get a sticker, and at least I camped and made a mess of my tea. It's actually really good though. I had this spice chai, it's fantastic. And then this is my, usually the sweet cream, the oat milk sweet cream. This is almond creamer, it's a little bit different, but I couldn't find my regular Chobani one at the supermarket I was at the other day because it was like a tiny supermarket. Anyway, just at least getting my water in, so getting it in the form of tea. Trying to just test this gas to see how far it goes. So far I've boiled 4 pots of water and 800 mils. So 4 pots of water, almost a liter, and it's still going. So maybe this is like 10 pots of water, I don't know. But I do need to go to a supermarket, maybe if I have time tomorrow in Fresno, and get some like noodles and things that I can add water to. Now that I have hot water, I would like to have some soup or oh my god, Central Market has really good like miso rice ramen, like rice noodle ramen. That's really like low fat, low sodium. It's the sodium I have to be worried about because my kidney. So but yeah, I think I'm gonna scope out a quick supermarket tomorrow. Got plenty of bananas, and just get some like more food that I can add hot water to. I'm not really a pasta person, not really even a rice person, but I do have some like Indian curry stuff that I can heat up, and I've got this little dish here too. So I've got oatmeal, things like that, but I don't know, maybe vegetables, something I can boil. I don't know, figure it out. I gotta start eating a little bit better on the road. I tend to eat a lot of Lara bars, protein shakes, and bananas. So anyway, okay, there's more people coming from the General Grant. I think General Grant is not as tall as, I bought a t-shirt with all the trees on it. So I'm not quite sure whether General Grant is taller or shorter than General Sherman, but General Sherman was pretty phenomenal this morning. That was a fun morning, but you'll see that it's on the previous video. So yeah, Kings Canyon, you're just kind of a bit blah. I'm the only one here right now because it's only noon, so no one's checked in. There's an RV on the other side. Yeah, that welcome center was chaotic. The museum was interesting, but it was just like chaotic. The Kings Canyon, and then the market didn't really have stuff. It had like Chef Boyardee, like Dinty Moore soup, like kind of the stuff for like Boy Scouts. It didn't really have any, you know, like oat milk lattes or, you know, pretentious frou-frou vegan jerky. No, I'm just kidding. I have pretty low expectations. It is a nice little spot though. I'm right on the end, and apparently I'm right next to the tree, so the big tree. So let me go clean this mess up, finish my tea, and then just go explore for a little bit. And I think that's it. I think I'll go explore now, and then I'll just chill in the van for the rest of the day and just take a nap. Okay, I've had my tea and I'm gonna walk from my campsite. By the way, don't just like walk through people's campsites. I know it might be the trail. Actually, all trails sometimes will send me through and I'm like, I don't think I'm supposed to go through people's like temporary private space. So I don't know, I try to be respectful. Anyway, so I'm gonna go down this social trail to the General Grant, and then apparently there's horse riding. I don't know if there'll be horse riding today. It's already 1 o'clock. But if they do an afternoon ride, hell yeah, I'll ride a horse here. So yeah, so there's Prue. Bye Prue in your bland campground. Blandest campground in the world. So yeah, I don't actually know where I am. I think I'm circling back around because the Grant Village, that chaos I was in earlier, is like, I think right here. Because there's a parking lot. So I'm gonna go find where the horse riding's at. I don't know if there'll even be any horse riding. I would like to do a horse trek today. I was actually going to think about it yesterday. I was like, well, maybe I can just, you know, gallop through the, you know, national parks, but just something to do. If not, I'm okay just doing nothing. Okay, so Grant Tree is down here. Lion Meadow. Yeah, I think this is like the overflow park because there's a lot of really big groups too. So maybe Kings Canyon caters to that. Oh, by the way, the visitor center is that way. Let me go to the visitor center first. The tree will still be here because it's been here for like millions of years. Yeah, let me go to the visitor center and see if I can do a horse track. That way at least I know. And then if not, I'll just go to the tree. And then I downloaded all the maps on all trails on my computer, like saved them, but I didn't refresh my phone, so they're not showing up on my phone. But I am thoroughly exhausted, to tell you the truth. And I gotta go back up that hill. So let me walk over to the visitor center. And there's Prue. Bye, Prue. Oh my God. Yeah, I had a good morning though. I did a 6-mile trek hike this morning. That was great. Okay. This is a national park video about nothing. But I get a sleepy cloud and I get a national park sticker on my wall in my van. So that is good. And then I think, yeah, tomorrow's gonna be Yosemite. I want to get there early. I want to be able to do as much as I can there. And then I have to drive, you know, to Lassen Volcano. Okay, let's go find the horse. Okay, I'm here 1/2 mile from my campsite. Okay. I was talking to another camper and I think this is like the least like helpful rangers. So he was trying to book a campsite. I'm like, I think everything's full. I don't know, but there's like limited Wi-Fi. I just logged onto Wi-Fi and found out that my professor from college passed away. Really, really sad. And I'm so glad I got out there to see him at the awards dinner in one of my other videos where I went back to college. And he was adamant to show up, so he showed up with his wife, and it was really great to see him and get a picture. And yeah, I owe pretty much my entire career to refusing to go to an internship in Canada. No, I'm just kidding. No, but he was my advisor for 4 years and just always, even through college, just was like giving good advice and all this. But I know he had health problems and he was getting pretty old, but that's sad. Okay, I need to find this horse track. I tell you though, like I was in Albuquerque hiking down the Sandia Peak when I found out the Queen died. And now I'm hiking and found out that my professor passed away. That's really sad. But anyway, yeah, you know, try to keep in touch with people. You know, just don't assume we're all immortal. But also be grateful to anyone that's kind of helped you along the way. I've got a lot of amazing mentors and really grateful to people that either pushed me, you know, to go further or pissed me off to go further. It's one or the other. Where the hell am I going right now? I don't think there's General Grant Tree. Okay. I didn't come up this way, I came up a different way. All right, let me go find this horse track. They're doing at 2 o'clock. They're doing a, so I'm actually timing my hike here to nowhere. They're actually doing like a history of the tree at 2. So I may just go over there and do that. I don't know if I'll do a horse trek today. It's first come, first served basis. So I don't think I can even reserve anything online, and it's walk-in. So if no one else is doing it, they're not just going to take one person out. So let me go back to the tree. Okay, I'm back at the campground. I'm going to find the trail and take the trail down. It should be over here. I just did a big old circle. I could just take the road and take the trail back. I think I'll do that. So one of the things I do is look for accessibility in national and state parks. Of course, the National Park Service doesn't have anything in Braille, which sucks, but they do have this. This is the first time I've seen this at a national park, or at least the first time they've offered to give me this. So basically, it's an accessibility guide, and it's in large print, like Reader's Digest print, and it goes through everything to like show you each part of the park. So for example, the campgrounds, they'll tell you whether it's accessible, visitor centers, if the door is, has a button, if it's like a low power door that opens. You can also see like the viewpoints and overlooks if they're accessible. And yeah, this is really great. So definitely pick this up if you're looking for, before you go drive 2 hours through the park and find out you can't go to something. General Sherman Tree does have actual handicap spaces, which are right next to where the tree's at, and you're not allowed to park there as a non-placard vehicle, but if you have a disabled placard, you can actually park there, and it's very close to where the tree's at, and it's all paved. Crystal Cave, there's also American Sign Language or assistive listening devices available, so there are people that know ASL. This is fantastic. I was all like, Kings Canyon sucks. It actually doesn't. It's just a very different park than Sequoia. But there is a lot of this really fantastic information. So yeah, if you need any kind of mobility assistance or accessibility assistance or anything, there's also Wi-Fi at the visitor center. There's post office and ATM, payphones. You can get a wheelchair if you need to. Manual wheelchairs are available for free and must be returned the same day. Okay, so I'm right at the base of my Prudence is behind that tree over there. She is back there. So I'm gonna go hike to the tree, and hopefully I have time to go listen to the speech. Okay, let me walk through here. I don't think I can get through. Shit, how do I get through? Oh, the trail's over here. It's a marshy land though, I gotta go on the road. All right, I was on the road, now I'm on the trail. And I think I'm gonna go back to the visitor center and use my Wi-Fi for a bit after this and just kind of find out what's going on with the professor. That's so sad. Oh. Anyway, okay, let's go see this big tree. Which tree is it? It's around here. Up here? I have no idea. Very confusing. So this one is the Michigan tree. This tree was once known as the spring tree because of the spring at its base. The same spring undermined the tree, causing it to fall in 1931. So it's been fallen for almost 100 years. That's nuts.
When I get to a tree about right here that you think is it, go a little bit further and there's a sign that actually says General Grant Tree.
And I'm like, which big tree? They're all really tall. All right, thank you. Okay, so I think I'm missing the information section. It is smoggy over here for some reason. The sun's out, so at least I'm gonna get some juice. These trees are crazy. Look how big these are. Now I know where all the people are. So I've been hiking for 1.89 miles from my campsite to the visitor center and main trail to see Grant. Guess we go this way. Okay, so this is him. That's it. I am so tired right now. Okay. The 77th tree I've seen today. All right, let's go down here. So many trees. All right, let me go see the front side of him and then go back to visitor center. Oh, the ranger.
And was able to wipe out 20% of the entire population of sequoias. So, just by being here, you're already helping make a difference.
Well, that was interesting. I asked the ranger also like where the Sequoia name came from, and it was named after a Native American chief, but spelled it a little bit differently. And then the General Sherman, General Grant, they were named after the generals of the Civil War, because that's when the parks were established, was soon after. Although Kings Canyon was established in 1940, so I don't know. Okay, the sun has come out. I'm still in my thermal and my sweatshirt. It is kind of cold again. I do like my hat. So yeah, I just spent about an hour sitting at the visitor center talking to people and getting run over by buses. Are they gonna let me go? Thank you. Thank you, bus. All right, I'm gonna hike back to my campsite. I'm gonna go to bed. It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So yeah, so that was a good hike. I'm glad I got out and talked to people and all that stuff. Now the sun's gone in. So anyway, so yeah, I had to check my email and post some things and update the Girls Who Hike Texas group, like in real time. One of the hikers, she was like, yeah, I can't find the information online. Can you ask the ranger? So I went in and asked the ranger a bunch of information for her. So yeah, so then I'm just gonna walk back right now to my campsite and make another cup of tea and go to bed. So it was good. I'm glad I went for that walk, but I am beat. So just a heads up, there's a lot of road damage in Sequoia, and most of the road damage is Kings Canyon. So although I could probably drive to Cedar Grove, there are no showers in the park. So even though the accessibility book here says that there's showers at Lodgepole, which is closed, the visitor center, Cedar Grove is also, there's no showers. So tomorrow morning, when I leave here, I'm going to leave here at 5 a.m. and go to freaking Planet Fitness in Fresno. Now, there used to be a radio show called Fresno, What You Drinking? And it was like this morning show. And people call up at 7 in the morning and go, I got a fifth of Jack. You know, it's like, Fresno, what you drinking? So yes, not that I really want to go to Fresno for any reason whatsoever, but I am going to go take a shower in the morning and then get to Yosemite early. I'm going to go get an oil change at 7:30. So if I get to Fresno by 6, go take a shower, get an oil change at 7:30, I'll be in Yosemite by 9, and that should work out fine. I'm going to do 2 hikes, about 10 miles total, and then head on to Lassen Volcano. I'm going to come back to Yosemite properly, spend a couple days there, do more stuff. But on this trip, I'm just so tired right now. I don't want to overextend myself, so I'm just going to set a pretty minimal goal to do some good hikes tomorrow. I also don't know how much of Yosemite is also damaged, so I have a 6-mile hike and a 4-mile hike. So if I do those 2 and then do the drive, that should be enough to experience Yosemite for the first time. This is a nice walk though, really nice walk back. I'm tired. Okay, yeah, so I'm just gonna go back and chill. Glad I don't have cell reception now. And I got my fix, so I'm just gonna go back and I don't know, maybe listen to Sirius radio, put my car on, put the heat on, make a cup of tea. Don't know if my neighbors have moved in. So yeah, so that was good. Good walk, probably about over 10 miles of hiking today in 2 different parks. Because I'm a freaking professional, dude. Okay, all right, I don't know if I'll film more of Kings Canyon, but yeah, come visit. It's a different park than Sequoia, but it has its hidden gems and people are really nice. So there you go. There's my girl and there's my neighbors. Please don't have a generator. Anyway, okay, let me go up here. Maybe one more cup of tea and then go to bed. I am back at the van and I am boiling water, which I'm getting pretty good at. The sun is out, but unfortunately Prudence is right in the shade. So I got enough power for the fridge overnight, and leaving pretty early. Gonna get up at 4 tomorrow morning, get into Fresno by 6, and yeah, oil change. So thank you, Kings Canyon. You end up being a really good day, even though it's like half a day. But I did the only hike I could really do. The other hikes are closed. It turned out that the hikes I wanted to do anyway, there's road damage. So I got about almost 4 miles of hiking down to General Grant. Got to listen to the ranger and then hung out at the visitor center. Got some information from my hiking group on Facebook. So yeah, it's a productive day. I'll come back with Harriet. I think this is more of a kid-friendly park. The campgrounds, actually, now that I've walked through them, are actually pretty good. It's just that I'm way on the end here, which is fine. Yeah, just one set of neighbors over there. And you actually can't really hear anybody, which is great. I think the trees kind of drown out the noise. But this has been great. It's been a good 2 days. Long driving days. But yeah, got a lot done. A lot of hiking. Probably almost 20 miles of hiking in 2 days. And about 100 miles of driving through the parks. So, all right. Okay, I'll drink my tea and I'm gonna go to bed. So yeah, I think this is the end of the video, unless something catastrophic happens tomorrow, like a tree falls on me or something. Yeah, so I will see you in Yosemite. All right, adios.